This is ANN News Brief.
Tanzania Health Ministry says that foreigners visiting the country will no longer be subjected to a 14-day quarantine. Last month, authorities introduced a compulsory 14 days isolation requirement for foreigners to prevent importation of coronavirus to the country. Now, officials have released new guidelines demanding travelers simply give truthful information when they fill out surveillance forms available on flight and at other transport locations. The forms are submitted to port health authorities upon arrival. The Health Ministry statement says travelers would also be screened for coronavirus symptoms at the point of entry. Foreigners and residents alike are still expected to observe basic hand washing hygiene and wear face masks. The move to relax travel restrictions has been interpreted as a gesture by the government to show that the spread of the epidemic is under control. President John Magufuli said he was considering reopening the country to tourists if the number of those hospitalized for coronavirus remained low for the next week. South Sudan's Vice President Riek Machar has tested positive for coronavirus. His office said on Monday his wife, Angelina Teny, who serves as defense minister, some of his office staff and bodyguards have also tested positive for the virus. Machar said on state television that he will be in self-isolation for 14 days in his residence. He said he had no symptoms before testing positive. South Sudan has so far recorded 347 cases of coronavirus and 6 deaths. Last week, authorities reported 2 COVID-19 cases in a camp outside capital, Juba, raising concerns among humanitarians that the infection could devastate the crowded settlement. We'll be right back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
A Ugandan Archbishop has appealed to the government during a global candle night day for HIV/AIDS in support of people living with HIV amid the coronavirus lockdown. The world remembers people affected by HIV/AIDS and honors those helping the victims by candle lighting on May the 17th every year. Coronavirus lockdown has caused this year's International AIDS Candlelight Memorial to be observed in a scientific way, with a few people in attendance while others received the message through media platforms. The Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, His Grace Stephen Kazimba, prayed for those affected by AIDS. That is ANN News Brief at 4. Join us again at 5 for our full newscast. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.